is scalp trading or intraday trading? Basically, all we're looking for is an attempt to extract small but frequent gains in the market. And all we're trying to do is when we see, typically taking an example of the euro dollar when it's holding 150-day range, we would certainly expect to see maybe we might pick up a few pips out of those movers within a single day. But at the same time, what we're really focusing on is more of the short-term price action that we're seeing. So as a result, we certainly would not want to be looking at some of us. When I do host these trading the news events, I typically like to focus on a 5-minute chart. But for those of you that have joined my colleague on Kickladder, he tends to look more at 15-minute charts. But again, this is all depending on the way that we trade, and it really depends on your style of trading. And one thing we always recommend is know yourself and kind of know what works for you and what doesn't. So when we're trying to trade on an intraday basis, there are certain advantages, and one advantage is it really removes the guesswork of trying to identify the long-term or the medium-term trends. So as a result, we really don't need to pay too much attention of where price might end up maybe a week from now, because we're just more focused on what's going to happen today or maybe in the next hour of trading. So basically there's two types of day traders that we have. We have the institutional trader, and we also have the individual trader. And certainly there are two keys to this, because institutional investors really have high capacity to execute trades. They typically have multiple traders sitting at their desk just monitoring price action all the time. But when we're an individual investor, we really have limited trading or computing power, because typically we might have a few monitors set up, but we only have two sets of eyes where we can only see one monitor at a time. So first of all, just that dynamics puts us at a disadvantage compared to what a lot of institutional investors are able to do. At the same time, they have greater access to resources. So typically, when we see any investment bank, if they're certainly speculating on the market, they certainly have the power or trading capacity to actually jump in real quick and jump in out very quickly. But for most of us that are individual investors here, we really have a lower level of funds where we really want to